and welcome back to Dinner and a Show. I'm Brian.
I'm Tanner.
And it is October, which means it's Halloween month.
Ooh.
And so, guess what movie we watched? Halloween. What a fitting movie for this month.
And this was your first time seeing it, so why don't you start off by telling us what you thought of it?
Yeah. Yeah, this was my very first time seeing it. I'm usually not a big, huge horror movie guy. I thought that it aged a little bit for its time, but I liked it. I thought it was enjoyable. I wouldn't mind watching this once a year or something like that. It's very cool. It had its...
And what time of year would that be?
Well, Halloween, of course.
Wise choice.
For Dinner and a Show, we kind of had popcorn and such before, so we're going to take it light tonight. So Tanner brought Oreo cookies.
Double stuff.
Double stuffed. Not a sponsor.
I just had quadruple
These
stuff.
are just gosh darn good cookies.
For those who don't know, so few of you that is, I mean, like, it's not really that complicated a story. It's just a deranged lunatic escapes from a mental institution and terrorizes 3 teenage girls. That's
Excellent.
Well, I mean,
excellent summary.
It's as basic and simple a premise as you can come up with. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite scary movies. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, period. There's just something to it.
Yeah, there actually were a few scary moments in there.
Oh,
for me.
yeah.
Like I jumped a little bit.
It's very
a couple
tense.
of times.
It's very atmospheric, very suspenseful, and like even like the more subtle things, like when Michael Myers is just standing like in the background, you see him right there. I love that.
Yeah, they definitely set that up very well. You'll even see like the car that he escaped in, appear like in a scene like following the girls as they're just talking about boys. You'll just see that car in the background following him. You're like, wait, that's the car. Whoa. Or the doctor.
That's the main thing.
The Dr. Loomis, he was talking to the cop. It's like, hey, I need to talk with you. Just like 10 minutes, please. It's like, okay. And you just see him as he turns around.
You see the
there's the car go right by. And I'm just like, oh, there's the car. He's still following. So that was really fun to see. But I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I just love the whole motif of death pretty much surrounding us, because like this killer who's called the Shape, he's never. He's always around. He's always lurking, always stalking, always watching, and he's pretty much death incarnate. Pretty much, once he gets a hold of you, you're basically screwed.
Pretty much.
And he's always around. He's death, basically, and he's just always trying to catch up to these girls who are pretty slow to catch on. These 2 girls, Annie and Linda, are too preoccupied with their boyfriends and their days and who they're going to take to the dance. And their friend Lori, played by Jamie Lee Curtis in her first film role, she has more important things on her mind, and she keeps to herself most of the time, meaning that she's a little more observant and a little more responsible. And the only time she's in danger is when
she actually tries to see what's going on in that house across the street.
I mean, like,
she puts herself in that situation.
If she just stayed like in the house where she was babysitting, she would have been fine. So now that she knows, the danger that she's in, she has to do whatever she can to survive.
It was kind of interesting seeing how, like, we make fun of horror movies, for certain tropes that they do.
Yeah.
Well, back in
like
1970,
the final girl, the virgin, the sex pod, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like the people that have sex get killed. The idiots. Oh, hey, who's there? Hey, no more tricks. It's like, this isn't funny anymore. Or just all that funny, the jump scare where it's like, oh, you think it's the killer, but no, it's just, a guy that's wanting to talk to you. So, those things happen in this movie, but those weren't like
it's Halloween. I think
those weren't tropes.
One good scare.
Yeah,
a sheriff was a jerk.
Yeah, those weren't tropes back in the day. So these were like brand new, and this scared a lot of people in the theaters back then.
Gene Siskel, the film critic, he never said this like in his written review of the film, but Roger Ebert said like in an interview that Siskel told him a story where he went to see Halloween, and even though he lived not very far from a theater, he still called a taxi home because he didn't want to walk alone at night. That's how much the film made an impact on him.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, I mean, I can see how it was a very scary movie back then. Now it's just, I think I've gotten desensitized, I think, by a lot of things, and I even found myself laughing at a few deals, like, there is a dead body.
Yeah, you laughed out loud.
Yeah.
When it showed Linda's corpse and she was cross-eyed. I was like, how dare you?
Yeah, I'm heartless. I was laughing at how ridiculous her body looked. A stupid face that she had. Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person. I think there were a few, just kind of little funny moments, like Michael Myers just kind of pops up, in a yard, and it's like, who's that? Who's what? He's not there anymore. What? It's like those cuts and stuff. You're like, oh, it's like, how does he do that?
Actually, the funniest moment I got from Michael Myers was when he's staring at the window and Annie's taking off her top, and I'm pretty sure, like, in his mind.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, he has a very negative attitude towards sex. Understatement of the freaking millennium.
Yeah.
Because, like, but then she puts her shirt back on. She turns back around. He just slams this hanging
potted plant or something like that.
It's like, jerk.
You didn't give me a show. I'm gonna destroy your plant. The acting was kind of hokey, I think, to me. It's like, I don't know. It was just kind of like, for me, like, especially when the deaths were occurring, like the girls that were getting either choked or stabbed. It was just like, it's like they're screaming. It's like, I didn't believe that.
All right, I'm gonna choke you to death. I'm gonna see how.
Nope, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Well, I wouldn't be doing what they were doing, which is like barely wiggling around trying to. Yeah. It looked like they weren't even trying.
You know that for certain.
I don't know. Stay away from that. No, but it's like the first girl that died. She sounded like she was like faking it a whole lot. That's the nice way of saying it.
I don't know. I don't question death reactions unless they're, oh god, I'm freaking dying. Oh.
Yeah. They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me.
Oh my god!
Troll 2.
Troll 2.
There
we have to do that show sometime.
Oh, we got to. We got to watch a really bad movie.
Oh,
Sharknado was one, but we got to watch a really bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Loomis had some very overdramatic speeches about him, of Michael Myers.
Oh, come on.
That's just
He's a psychiatrist. He's allowed to have a speech every now and then about, his patients.
It was just kind of funny. It just kind of took me away. It's like, yes, we know he's a crazy guy. It's like this over-the-top speech. I mean, even the sheriff acknowledged, like, that's more fancy talk. I don't need... Yeah. I mean, the sheriff was like, all right, this is just fancy talk again. Stop it. It's like, thank you. It was crazy. But it was like, it's like, that doesn't mean that it was bad acting per se by everyone. I mean, the doctor did a pretty good job. I liked the sheriff, he seemed like a nice guy, albeit, apathetic towards the Michael Myers character for the most part. Jamie Lee Curtis was great. Mm-hmm. I liked the kids.
The kids were good.
Yeah, that's basically all you really got. I mean, I hated, was it Linda's? Who is the blonde? Linda, yeah.
Totally.
That's all she said. And she changed it once with definitely. So, I mean, it's like, come on.
God, we should have had a totally count.
Lighting was cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I liked it. It was dark. It was very dark, but I mean, of course, it's at night. Yeah. And but there was lighting in the right places to where Michael Myers was like hidden, but then when he popped out, he revealed. It was revealed. It helped with the suspense.
Yeah.
It helped with
it's very impressive.
The atmosphere.
It's very impressive, like what they could do with a small budget.
Oh yeah, it was very.
It made a hell of a profit too. It was like the highest grossing independent film at the time. I mean,
that's why there are so many horror films. because you can make a good amount of money
Well, I guess you can
for
pretty much.
so little.
I guess you can pretty much blame Halloween for what's Siskel and Ebert called an epidemic of the women in danger films, where it's just like all these sleazy slasher films about a killer on the loose and women being killed, stalked and killed, and like movie after movie after movie. It's like every few weeks there was always one released.
Yeah. I liked Michael Myers' character. He didn't say a word. I think you barely saw his face, like maybe for half a second. But yeah, he was wearing a William Shatner mask with with what looked like a gardener's outfit or something like that. Whatever, some sort of. But that simple outfit with that butcher knife, was very. It's iconic. It's scary.
And every time you see him, like at the start, it's always from very far away.
Yeah, very very far away. A lot of the time silhouetted. Against the porch light of the house across the street from Jamie
Lee
Curtis.
When the kid is looking out the window and he sees the house across the street, the porch light's on, and you see the silhouette, and it's like, that's creepy. That's a very creepy image.
Yeah, it's very effective. I liked it. The sounds, they used a lot of motifs, not just musically, which of course one of the most iconic themes of all time of horror movies.
Yeah.
Right up
fabulous.
there.
The way it starts out one theme and then lays on another theme on top of that theme and can making a very good consistent piece. And
it's right up there with Exorcist and Child's Play in terms of memorable themes. And
this film, it loves film and filmmaking. It's a very it's here for the thrills, and I think the prime example of that is the scene where it's near the end where Jamie Lee Curtis is just hiding in that closet, and the killer is out there. He's trying to force his way in there, trying to get this person, and she is trying to figure out what to do to get out of the situation. You're thinking about what you would do in that situation. Don't tell me you weren't.
Of course I'd think of what I'd do in that situation.
This is that kind of
film. I wouldn't hide in the closet. I'd jump out the window like she was she intended for Michael Myers to think that she did.
Well, she can't leave the
she
children.
Opened the door.
She can't leave the children. So she probably had to find a way to get Michael Myers out of the house so that they'd be safe.
I guess that makes sense. Unfortunately for the kids, I probably wouldn't be thinking about them at the time.
You're a horrible person.
I am a horrible person when it comes to horror movies. I'm like, I'm not going to die first. I'm getting out of here. It's like they're locked away in that closet. They're safe for a bit until the cops show up. I'm a horrible person. Don't think bad.
That ending, man. That ending. It's like death is still out there. Evil is still out there. It's coming.
Yeah, it makes you wonder whether Michael Myers is human or not.
You may have gotten away from it now, but it's still out there.
Yeah, is he human or is he death itself?
Don't watch the sequels. For God's sakes, if you haven't watched the sequels, just do me a favor, avoid them.
Probably a good idea.
Halloween 2 has its moments, but it has a really lame twist I don't want to talk about right here. Actually, yes, I will. They reveal that Michael Myers is actually Laurie's brother.
Spoiler alert.
It's like, what? Halloween 3 has nothing to do. Actually, Halloween 3 is a pretty fun, cheesy movie. Check that out. Halloween 4 sucks, except for a pretty surprising ending. Halloween 5 is terrible, nothing redeemable at all. And Halloween 6 is even worse. It talks about a curse that Michael Myers had, that the family has apparently. Don't waste your time with that one. Not even if Paul Rudd's in it.
I'm probably going to just stick with this one.
Yeah, okay.
This was a good one. This is my first time watching it. I had a fun time. Of course, it was just kind of fun seeing the tropes, that we're so used to in horror movies. That Scream and Scream 2 and the other Scream movies made fun of a lot. I saw Scream 1 and 2 and I told those were enough. I kind of treat Halloween like I would... I'll treat Halloween like I would like the Alien movies. I've only watched Alien and Aliens. Everything else I've heard was awful. Don't watch them.
Alien Resurrection is really silly, but it's also kind of fun.
Yeah. But I kind of like...
Alien 3 sucks, though.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like the... Much like an Alien and Aliens is like, not sacred, but it's like the tone of them are great. And if they got it down to like cheesiness and stuff like that for Alien Resurrection or just goofy fun. It's just like, yeah, I don't want that tone ruined.
Yeah,
So
you got a point there.
So I kind of do like 1 and 2, and I'll just stick with that. But you know, whatever. If you liked all the other Alien movies, great. But Halloween.
Halloween.
We're getting off track. The Halloween movies. This movie was great. It's definitely aged a bit. Good 40 years. But hey, it's still fun to watch. It's a classic horror movie, and a movie that a lot of directors try to imitate in tone and in scares, because this scared the willies out of audiences in the 70s and onward, and you know, it probably scare your youngsters. Yeah. Definitely gave, you know, there's a few jump scares that got me. I will give this movie a high 5. It was a lot of fun.
I give it a secret handshake. I love this movie.
There you go.
It's one of my favorite scary movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. I love the way it was made. I love the symbolism about death, and what can I say? It's Halloween. There's a reason it's a classic.
Yes. Happy Halloween to all of you guys. We'll definitely have some more Halloween-related movies coming up. He has a ton. I just saw his collection. Holy cow. So many. So we probably won't get to all of them. We'll get to a few before the month's over. But we hope you enjoy them, and it'll be great. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share it with your friends. Really means a lot to us. We enjoy doing these videos for you, and we love watching movies, and we love sharing what we think of them to you. My name's Brian.
I'm Tanner. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat, and we will see you next time.